CARY Vance, One Music Ave, Advance Entertainment, here with Bonnie X Clyde. Because I know I get yelled at if I say Bonnie and Clyde. So it's Bonnie X Clyde.
You can't say it wrong, but you can spell it wrong.
And we would never yell at you, but...
No, but it's Bonnie X Clyde. Like, how would you pronounce it?
BXC?
We say BXC or Bonnie and Clyde.
Well, you do say end.
We speak it like so, but we write it with an X.
We spell it like so.
Yeah.
So were you fans of, like, the movie Bonnie and Clyde, the characters Bonnie and Clyde?
We knew of them. Were we fans? I don't know if we were fans. We did watch the movies, though, to get inspired.
I think it was really just we were looking for a brand that would project male, female, and strength. And for some reason, that name, the stigma associated with it, is just a projection of male, female, and strength.
And a bond, a tight bond, because although they were, for people that don't know, robbing banks, they were super in love.
Killed a couple people.
Had this really crazy bond. So I think what inspired us the most was the guy-girl power duo that had a really strong bond. Yeah.
Now, we were talking very briefly before this interview, and I believe the first time I met you or interviewed you was almost 10 years ago. You were both just graduating college, right?
Yeah. I graduated from right here, too, University of Miami. And we met for
Go
the first
Hurricanes,
time.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't paid attention to college sports in a long time. But we met for the first time EDC Orlando 2016 or 17 when Bass Jam came out. That was the moment.
Gotta shout out my college. I went to Virginia Tech.
So Miami, Virginia Tech, how do you meet?
High school, 8th grade.
We were friends in high school before we went to college, kind of reunited halfway through college, and we were both into music and both in our own way throughout life had a passion for music, and we got in the studio or started making music, putting it out on SoundCloud, and one of our songs blew up on SoundCloud, and that was kind of the beginning of what really sparked movement for Bonnie and Clyde.
The first song that we made under the Bonnie and Clyde brand was called The Ride, and we put it on SoundCloud, and it got like 400,000 streams in the first month. And that from going from nothing to that, it was exciting, and that was the spark that started everything.
Do you end up calling each other up in college and going, need you? You like that, right? Right? Because then I said need you, and then now you're like, now we have the weight of the world on our shoulders.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm trying to work the song titles in.
The story in every single moment, you look back on the nature of the theme of the music, it relates directly to probably somewhere between 9 to 16 months before the feeling that we were on before that song. You actually hear that song.
So tell us a little bit about Weight of the World, the current single that you have.
So we actually, we dropped a new single this past Friday called I Miss You, I Don't, which is one of our favorite songs off the album. However, Weight of the World is a really deep song for us for different reasons, but I would say for me, I went through like a pretty tough breakup this past year, which really made me write a song that felt like the weight of the world was on my shoulders. And I brought that essence into our writing session, and it just made for a really authentic, I think the song is just really great. And
it all fell under the creative framework of There's No Tomorrow, which is the name of the album we're putting out. And the whole point is like, I can ask you, if there is no tomorrow, what would you do today? 24 hours, infinite resources, what would you do?
That's a good question. I'd probably enjoy life to the fullest. What that would mean, I don't know right on the spur of the moment.
But the point is we're making the soundtrack for that day. And that's what There's No Tomorrow is. And Weight of the World was the first single that came out under that artistic framework.
We also want people that when they come to our show or when they listen to the music to feel like they're just really living in the moment and
live it like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, that is absolutely great. Now we've talked about you've been doing music for almost 10 years. There's a lot of people, and I've asked you this before, that want to be the next big act, the next big producer or DJ. Piece of advice.
One of my biggest pieces of advice would be to don't get steered by the trends. I think there's a lot of things that come about. Like right now, Stutter House is a really big thing, and I think it's cool to dive into the trends and start to create new things that you haven't maybe done before. But whatever is the most authentic to you, I think will just last the longest because it's who you really are. So I think don't just flip the switch on who you are because of what's cool right now, because, yeah.
I think doubt is the death of momentum, and comparison is the death of joy. So don't do those, and just keep believing, and you'll be good.
Now, before we let you leave, that's deep. Before we let you leave One Music Ave, and I did this with you last year, so you might answer the questions the same way. We're going to do something called CARY's Quickies.
You got it.
Right? Hot or cold?
Hot.
Cold.
Fast or slow?
Fast.
As fast as possible.
What's the fastest you've driven a car?
I think I've gone 120 in Las Vegas at that one.
200.
Miles per hour?
Yeah.
120.
Don't tell me that was on the open road.
It was on a highway in Los Angeles.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
So you're learning something new here, right?
I was
on
at
the right
a
highway though. It's on the right.
All right.
I was at a race car track in Vegas.
There
It
you
was
go.
a
Sweet, sour, or salty?
sweet.
All of them, just not at the same time, or maybe all of them at the same time.
Mashed potato, baked potato, or French fry?
Ooh, I'd have to go with a French fry.
Same answer as before.
Something breaks in your house, you're hiring somebody or you're fixing it yourself?
I'm fixing it right there, then and there.
Depends what's broken.
Pool or ocean?
Ocean all day.
Pool overlooking the ocean.
Hard or soft?
Hard.
I appreciate the contrasts of life.
What are we talking about?
I like the challenge of anything that is hard, so.
What's the last song Bonnie and Clyde separately sang in the shower?
You know, surprisingly, the last song I sang in the shower was Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone.
I think the song that I sing in the shower is like making my way downtown, walking fast, faces
So
pass, and I'm
funny.
homebound.
Well, Bonnie and Clyde, thank you for clearing up that I can say Bonnie and Clyde
Say
and not
whatever
get
you
yelled at, but I can say BXC or Bonnie X Clyde. But we
Yeah.
thank you for spending some time here on One Music Ave. Continued success with all of your music. We look forward to hearing the new song that just came out.
Thank you.
And the album that's coming.
April 8th, right? April 8th.
Yeah, definitely check out our new song, I Miss You, I Don't. It dropped last Friday.
I'll make sure not to miss it. I won't. Thank you.
Love that. Thank you.
Fire.